Today, we're going to be talking about how to run an exponential regression whenever you are given at least 2 points. You can sometimes have it as ordered pairs, as a table, or you might have points on a graph that you want to find the equation for. You're normally asked to find the equation of best fit if you're going to be looking at an exponential function, okay? And the steps of this are going to be the same as whenever you run a linear regression or whenever you run a quadratic regression. The only difference is you're going to select A. So, normally we go to the list in spreadsheets. You input the table and then you press menu for 1. For the linear regression, you press 413. For a quadratic, you press 416. And then today for the exponential, you're going to press 41A, like apple. Okay. Once the data is shown on your spreadsheet, you will see the values for A and B. You're just going to substitute those into the equation. Remember, our equation is A times B to the power of X. Okay. In order to predict, we'll want to add a graph. You do that by selecting Control Doc, and then you'll press number 2 to add a graph, and then you can trace the equation, okay? So whenever you're predicting the X value, you push menu 5-1 to pull up the trace spider, and you can arrow that around the graph in order to find the point that you're looking for. If you need to do the Y value, you can graph a horizontal line and then you'll just find the intersection. Okay, so here on example 1, okay, you can see it says the table shows the amount of radioactive elements in a sample over time. So what we need to do is we need to go to a new document on our calculator. We're going to select list in spreadsheet. Okay. Okay, and then the first thing that you want to do, as always, when you get to your list and spreadsheet, is you want to put the X and the Y in the A and the B boxes. And then we're going to copy this X data down straight. Okay, and even though it is, a long table, it's best to just put all of that data in there so you can get the most exact. So for our X's, we have 0, 20, 40, 80, 120, 180, 220, and 300. Okay, so we'll get that data in there and then we'll go all the way back up to the top of our table and we'll put in our Y values. Okay. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and do that. We have 200, 179, 160, 128, 102, 73, 58, and 37. Okay, then we're going to have to move our blue box back up to the top in the C column. So we'll just leave it there in the C's, and then we will go ahead and run our regression. So we'll press menu, 4 for statistics, 1 for stat calculation. You can see 3 was linear, but we're not doing a line now. 6 was quadratic. We're going to go down to where it says A, exponential regression. In the X list, we'll put X. Y, we'll put Y, then we'll press enter, enter. Okay, you can see here that our A value is 200.389. Okay, so we'll go ahead and input that here, 200.389. And then our B value is 9943. Okay, so we can just put 0.994. So when we write our equation, we'll say y equals 200.389 times 0.994 raised to the power of x. Okay. Then where it says to predict how many milligrams will be present after 360 days, you can also substitute 360 in for x if you want, or you can push Control Doc and then push number 2 for the graph. And then if you arrow up in the graph, you can see that your equation is already there. And then to trace the value that we want, you can look at the spider and then just type 360 and push enter, and you can see it would be 26.4. Okay. If you want to predict how many there would be, how many days would be 20 milligrams, we would need to press tab. In the equation function, you'll press 20 since that is a y value. And then we will need to zoom out to where you can see the intersection of the two lines. Okay, so here we can see our red line and we can see our, whoops. We have 20. Okay, so here we are going to find the intersection. We're going to do menu, analyze, intersection. So that will be menu 6.4. And you just highlight where this is going to be. And you can see, well, at 20 milligrams, that is going to be after 410 days. Okay, so we can see right here, 410 days. And then the label here is milligrams.